Welcome back, dear listener, to Folktales by Firelight, where the stars remember, the fire listens, and every whisper carries the wisdom of the old world. Tonight, we journey to the golden plains of southern Africa, where hooves beat the earth and the sky burns bright. This is a tale of patience, pride, and the gift of stripes. Long ago, before lions roared in pride, before cheetahs raced the wind, and before zebras wore their stripes, all animals wore solid coats: brown, gray, golden, black. The zebra back then was just like the donkey, plain and dust-colored, with short legs and no markings to speak of. But he was proud, too proud. Zebra thought himself cleverer than the others. He mocked the hyena's laugh. He snorted at the tortoise's walk. And he especially disliked the baboon, who was keeper of the fire. Back in those days, the baboon was no ordinary trickster. He guarded the only fire in the animal kingdom. He sat beside it, high on a rock, warming his fur and cooking sweet roots, while the other animals shivered at night and ate their meals raw. One day, Zebra came trotting by, his mane bouncing with pride. "Oh, Baboon," he called, "why must you keep the fire for yourself? Do you think only your fur deserves warmth?" Baboon curled his lips. "I tend this fire. I keep it alive. If you want fire, go make your own." Zebra frowned. "But fire does not come from nothing. Share it, and we'll all thrive." But Baboon leapt up and shook his staff. "This fire is mine. Come near it again, and you'll regret it." Zebra snorted and walked off. But in his heart, he made a vow. "I will return, and the fire will be mine." So that night, while the stars blinked in silence, and the wind whispered through the grasses, Zebra crept back to Baboon's rock. He saw the flames glowing, heard the baboon snoring, and tiptoed closer. But just as he reached the fire, Baboon awoke. "Thief!" Baboon shrieked. He swung his stick. Zebra kicked his hooves. The two tumbled and fought. Dust flying, flames leaping. Baboon struck hard, and his stick, red hot from the fire, burned streaks across Zebra's side. Zebra screamed and leapt back, but the black stripes had already scorched his skin. In pain and fury, he galloped down the hill, his hooves sparking against the stones, his body now marked forever. The animals awoke and watched, and from that day on, Zebra wore his stripes as a reminder of pride, defiance, and the danger of getting too close to fire. Baboon? He stayed up on the rock, his seat still warm by the fire. But the animals say his bottom never healed from that fight, and that's why it's still bare and red to this day. Zebra? He walks with pride still, but he no longer mocks the others. His stripes are his lesson, his memory, and his beauty. And that, dear listener, is how the zebra got its stripes. not from magic, but from fire, pride, and a lesson hard learned. But the story doesn't end there. They say that ever since that day, when the sun begins to set and the grasses ripple in gold, you can still hear the baboon muttering to himself, clutching his staff, guarding his little flame, as if the past might leap back at him from the dust. And as for Zebra, he walks the plains with grace now, no longer boastful, no longer loud, but dignified, balanced, marked by the choices of his youth. The young animals ask him, "Did it hurt, old zebra, when the fire touched you?" And Zebra will nod gently and say, "Yes, but every stripe is a story, and stories, little one, make us beautiful." So when you see those black and white stripes flicker in the heat, remember it's not just a pattern, it's a memory, a reminder that sometimes the marks we carry are the ones that teach us who we are. You've been listening to Folktales by Firelight, where stories burn bright and every mark has a meaning. Until next time, walk gently and remember, even stripes have stories. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share the fire. New tales await, right here at Folktales by Firelight.